Hi guys, it's Madison. Thanks for joining me in this faithful home. If you have been following this channel for a while now, you would know that I am on a journey to getting pregnant again. We have tragically suffered 2 miscarriages back to back, and I have shared our journey over the last 7 months now. As I'm filming this video, it is July, but I honestly have no idea when it's going to get posted yet because we are still processing through the miscarriages, and hopefully we are going to be ready soon to share it with everybody. And obviously you're watching this, so now I have shared it. But I wanted to kind of shift gears a little bit because I have made a lot of videos about my personal battle, my personal struggles, my personal experience with loss. But I want to share something a little bit different. And I want to come from the perspective of being an encouraging friend to someone going through a miscarriage. Because prior to the back-to-back miscarriages that I had no idea how to really support a friend going through the loss. I now can share from my personal experience what really helped me go through that grief and what I can encourage you to have kind of as a tool in your toolkit. Keep it in your back pocket for, God forbid, a friend of yours is going through this, that you can reach in there and find something that's going to help them and also make it feel like you're able to do something for them. Because I get the anxiety and the stress of like, I have no idea what to do to help them out, or what to say, or what to bring, or do I mention it? Do I not mention it? There's a lot of different nuances to it. And so obviously this is going to be sharing from my personal opinion, but I do think this will be a help and an encouragement to you. So without further ado, let's jump on in. I have broken this up into 5 different things, and I'm actually basing it off of the 5 love languages. If you are unfamiliar with the 5 love languages, it's gifts, words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, and quality time. And basically, everybody has a list of those 5 things, like an order of their top and their bottom. So for me, my 2 top love languages are words of affirmation and physical touch. And so it's going to be different for other people. Some people need a hug. Some women need that physical connection when they're going through the loss, and other women don't want to be touched at all. So if you know your friend's love language, or you can kind of tell, what they do and what they don't like, these 5 things listed out like this will really help you to know what to help them with. So we're going to start in no random order. No random order? It is random. We're going to start in no particular order, and that is gifts. So one thing you can do to help her is bring her and her family a meal. That was very, very helpful for us when we were going through the miscarriage. Our church did a meal train, and we had several families of the church bring us dinner because I'm the one that primarily cooks the meals, and after the miscarriage, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to think about cooking, and our friends were able to pour into us and bring us those meals as a kind gesture. And when you do it, you don't even have to talk to them. If they are, wanting some space, you can drop it off on their door. You can send them a DoorDash gift card, something just to be able to treat them to a nice meal, because especially going through the miscarriage, it's nice to have a fresh cooked meal. Number 2 is words of affirmation. So my friend Kelly is incredible at words of affirmation, which is my top love language. All throughout the miscarriages, she was sending me just random encouragements, random Bible verses from her Bible study, just notes to say that she was thinking about me. And the simple, opening my phone and seeing a text of encouragement from her made my day. And it's a small task, but it can go so far. Number 3 is physical touch, and this is pretty obvious and simple, is give her a hug. Embracing and hugging releases oxytocin. It is therapeutic. It's comforting, especially if you enjoy physical touch. And honestly, it may seem simple and silly, like, duh, give your friend a hug when they're sad. But if physical touch is one of their top love languages, don't be afraid to embrace them, hug her strong, and let her know that you care by that hug. Number 4 is acts of service. So if your friend already has kids, maybe take the kids from her for the evening or the afternoon, or pick them up from school, or take them to the park for her so that she can have a little bit of time to herself to rest, and that way she doesn't have to focus on all the different tasks. My mom helped by watching Lorelai a lot while we were going through the miscarriage, both of them, and that really helped me to just have a break because I had a toddler to take care of. Like, I couldn't just lay in bed all day, all week while I was going through the miscarriage. I had to continue doing a lot of regular things. And so having that like hour, 2 hour, 3 hour stretch here and there where I could just have a break and not have to take care of her, that was very helpful. Even if you know that she will probably refuse the gesture, it is a very sweet gesture to offer to watch her kids. I know a lot of moms are particular about who watches their kids. I am one of them. I only have a select few people that are actually allowed to watch Lorelai. But just knowing that like you're reaching out to her and saying, hey, I can watch him, let me take him to the park, that gesture enough is encouraging to a mom to know that even though I might not be comfortable with leaving my baby with someone, they care enough to reach out to say that they will watch her, which it means a lot. Another act of service if she doesn't have kids or if you don't want to watch them is going over to house, doing laundry, doing the dishes, tidying up her house for her. I feel like that's something that in America is not really like a thing of helping each other out, but I think it should be because it is really important. And I have had that multiple times. I've had friends come over and they've helped me do my dishes, they've helped me fold my laundry, and again, these are all little things, but they add up to the bigger picture of just being there and supporting your friend while she is going through this miscarriage. And I will tell you what, I'm getting better now about keeping my kitchen clean, but previously I was not good at it. So already not being good at keeping my kitchen clean and then going through the miscarriage and just not caring at all, my dishes piled up in my sink and then it got overwhelming and then I didn't even want to go in there. And so to have someone come in and just clean the kitchen, do the dishes, that meant a lot to me. All right, and the last thing is quality time. And this could look like going for a walk or going to a coffee shop together or even sitting at her house and just chatting with her, letting her tell you about her experience, letting her tell you about something else if she doesn't want to talk about what's going on right now, but just being there and spending genuine time with her. I can tell you that after my second miscarriage, I went and had coffee with one of my girlfriends. Well, I had tea, she had coffee. And that was really big. Like, I needed that. I needed to be able to talk through what I was going through. I like to talk. You could tell by my YouTube videos, I like to chat. And it was nice to just spend some quality time one-on-one with her, go to the coffee shop and just be able to talk through my emotions and what I was feeling and what I was going through. And it was really nice. And other times when friends came over to help me do the dishes or whatever, I was able to sit and just spend some quality time with them. And that was really nice. And each one of these things, I did say that like I have a top, two for my act. I do have a top 2 of my love language, but all 5 of these things have been shown to me throughout our 2 miscarriages. And I can look at each one of them and just so appreciate the time and the effort and the energy that my friends went into to showing love and support for me and my family while I was going through these hard times by each one of those things that they did for us. I know that when your friend is going through a miscarriage, it might be very intimidating to not say the wrong thing or to not know what to do or want to leave her a little bit of space to grieve and process. But I promise you that doing one of those things, if you know her personality, what will fit her right, will really go a long way with her, even if it's not her normal personality. Like I said, all 5 of those things were wonderful for us to receive. It's just the act of knowing that you're there for her while she's going through it will mean the world to her. So I hope today's video was an encouragement for you and that you can have these tools to then use that if you need to, if you know of a friend who is going through that, because miscarriages are hard, loss is hard, there's a lot of trauma and healing and grief that go along with it, and it is nice to know that you have friends in a community surround you, pouring into you while you're going through it, to walk along with you and to walk through the other side. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who maybe also needs to have some encouraging things to do for their friends as well. And if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so you feel welcomed into this faithful home with me. I post every week talking about motherhood and currently talking about pregnancy and miscarriage. And so I would love for you guys to join this community. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye guys.